is it crazy to say we can, based on what, to think of our own games to play?
Say that last part one more time, the question.
It seems these games are in kind of lists.
Lease?
Lists.
I'm not understanding that word, sorry.
It's like list. L-I-S-T.
Oh, a list?
Yeah. List. So, well, this purpose of this session is about connection. So you find out what game can build up connection in this kind of resources list. My question is, if I go deeper, is it possible we create our own games?
Yes, very much.
So how can we exactly?
Yeah. Well, remember when you were a child and you were with your friends on the streets and maybe someone said, hey, let's pretend that we're dancers, or let's pretend that we're policemen. I think it's that same spirit of curiosity and playfulness that children have, is you're exploring that. But another way to do it is just to, so let's say you have the goal of connection. You want to build connection. You want to build trust, right? So you might say to yourself, well, when do I feel connected to somebody? I feel connected when people are sharing their feelings, or I feel connected when people tell stories. And so then you might say to yourself, well, what's a game or an activity that we can do that will bring about that experience, And so it might be, maybe with the situation right now with the coronavirus, you could say, let's each tell a story of where we were when we first heard the news. Or what's a story when you had something difficult happen in your life and you learned from it and you grew from it, or something like that. So you just sort of, that, have you heard the phrase reverse engineering?
Yeah.
Reverse.
Yeah. So you're kind of going backwards from the goal to how do we get there? And then you come up with the game that brings you to the goal. Does that help?
Quite a lot. I mean, it's very enlightening, because bring child, like, they are the most curious person about everything.
Yeah.
And they like to.
So what's the 3 words you mentioned? It's like read, reverse engineering?
Reverse engineering.
Reverse engineering. So we reverse the things, situations. Is that right?
Yes.
Interesting.
So you kind of deconstruct, or you're going backwards from, I want to feel connected with people, or I want, maybe the goal is we want to come up with solutions.
It's like in Chinese, start with the ending 以终为始. So first have a goal, and you gathered all the kind of resources and things to get to that result and destination.
Yeah. One of my favorite games, a game I would love for you guys to try sometime, maybe in your next meeting. Have you guys ever done a future party?
Future party? Not yet.
So what we do is we would all of a sudden say, let's pretend that it's 1 year from now, and we are all going to talk to each other as if it's 1 year from now, and all the things that we hope are going to happen. And we act from that future, and we help each other by asking questions. So let's say Chen says, you say, hey, Chen, how was the last year? And he says, oh, I organized a 1 million person dance on the streets. And we say, oh, that's wonderful. How did you do that? And he says, well, I started with these Zoom chats, and then I invited each person on the Zoom chat to invite another 100 people to a Zoom chat. And then we all danced to Happy. And then we said, hey, let's actually do this on the street together. And the next thing I know, there was 1 million people. Do you get to see what I mean? Like you ask the person questions on how did they get there. So a future party is a really fun thing to help you imagine where you want to go. And I don't know if you want to take some moments to translate some of the things I've been saying, Chen, or This is a lot of
就
English.
是那个温迪问了很多，就是这个游戏方面的这个怎么设计出来的。其实它的核心可能，比如说我们回头来看，或者是当然游戏设计我有其他的一些方法和那个 Leif 可能会下次再说的更多一些。第二的话就是说，他也举了个例子，就是说我们要去想我们在孩童的时候，我们想去探索这个世界，其实我们是大部分是玩游戏的。其实我们会把很多东西去玩出来，然后呢，比如说举一个例子，就是说我们在做这个 future party 的时候，我们把我们的时间轴变了，就是说我们现在假设我们是在1年以后，然后大家都是在1年以后，然后有一个人去问问题，比如说 Leif 问，哎，那个你去年怎么办？我说我一个组织了很多一个线上活动，然后有100万的人上街去那个跳舞，然后这个人就他认为这是真的，然后他就会说。啊，你怎么去做这件事？我们做那个 online 的这种机器的这种活动，然后呢，很多人开始去组织起来，然后开始我们在大街上去开始那个100人跳舞，然后可能又大概200人、300人，然后到100万人，所以每个人会相信我们的这种假设。在假设我们在1年以后的时候，我们来去看，才聊这个事情，说一个人去问，然后呢，这个人去回答，所以大家都在同样一个的这个想象的空间当中。Yes， 来。
Thank you. Any other last question or two about the activities or ways that I can help or anything else before we go?
其他任何的，比如说1个到2个问题，最后的。
什么时候可以再继续再一次的带领
？When would you come back to a lot of session?
I would be happy to do this again next week if you guys want to.
下周吧，下周我们再做。
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. And you know, if you come to the United States, I'd be happy to meet with you. Or if you can somehow get me to, I've never been to China. The only place I've been to Asia is Thailand. I went one time working with some orphans in Thailand during a difficult time, but I haven't been to China. I'd love to.
Yeah, I might want to organize maybe a big conference. You may come, like it's like an AIN conference, and this year. And when the virus are all gone away.
Hope so.
That's great. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for staying on and playing. I hope you had a good time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Left, we do the selfie.
What's that?
Selfie. Do the selfie like
selfie. Oh.
Do you have any game for taking selfie?
Oh. We could each, let's see, can we all, no, because we don't have the same, everybody's screen looks different, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But let's all try and hold hands, maybe put your hands to the side.
这样子。
Hold each other's hand.
我们跟我们那个旁边那个，就是我们屏幕旁边那个人，可以去跟他握手，尝试跟他握手。屏幕旁边那个人尝试跟他们握手。
Who's gonna take the picture?
Maybe I will.
I was gonna take a picture.
We'll take a picture.
I will
I'll
just
take
take
as well. I'll take as well. 1、2、3。
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Wait. Wait a moment. All right. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
All right. I take it.
All right. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
那个大家不要离开哈。任何人在。
I'll send a WeChat.
Yes.
Is WeChat's the best way to connect?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'll send you guys a WeChat through Chen then later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
你们任何人如果有时间的话，
Bye.
我们的那个文章，就今天这个活动文章，然后发到群里面，然后我们会有人是编辑，然后那个把它放到我们的那个微信公众号，让大家分享。 然后我会把照片随后发到我们群里面。我把 Leif 他如果是那个申请完微信号的话，我就把他拉到群里面。好，感谢大家今天的参与。
好，谢谢，
谢谢周老师，
谢谢，
拜拜。
拜拜，谢谢，
拜拜。
拜。
拜拜。